I'm Frank, and this is Vanzetti'S Electric Chair, and today we're going to be getting to my column of Steampunk and Comics Part 5, where we'll be doing Astonishing X-Men Ghost Boxes number 1. Alright, now, this usually, I usually get into comics that are more into actual steampunk, where they take place during the Victorian Age. This is a little different because this deals with some parallel worlds and other stuff, so starts off. This pretty much fills in some gaps that were left, and fills in some gaps and answers some questions from Astonishing X-Men number 26, where you had Subject X who murdered some mutant, and X-Men were out to investigate who and why, etc. And it ends up with the Subject X was trying to power up a ghost box, which is like a gateway to other parallel worlds, and in this particular comic gets into possibilities of what would have happened had Subject X got his mission accomplished, and um, actually some of the other parallel worlds that they were trying to get into. So let's take a look into it. We start off with Emma Frost lounging and reading next to what looks like a radio. Not a radio, but a video communication device. There's trouble a brewing. Power Spice whines about a class struggle between her and her boyfriend Cyclops. The X-Men don't really have a SR-71 Blackbird, but a stealth airship with vertical takeoff and landing propellers. Psych's visor is all brassy and lots of ornate little engraving, and the cockpit has all sorts of levers and pressure gauges and who knows what else. Very airshipy. These aren't the X-Men, but the X Society. Sounds like some sort of pseudo-Masonic conspiracy. Kudos. Beast is rocking his Pierce Nez like a furry Teddy Roosevelt. Emma's way fierce in her shrug kind of cape thing that I think I saw in somebody's Etsy shop. Honestly, I can't see the difference between modern Emma and this Emma. This is pretty cool. And Psych is totally rocking the adventurer look in his black leather. You know, Psych loves his black leather, and there's all these brass buttons and buckles on him. It's pretty cool. Never thought Wolverine would look that cool as a Victorian motorcycle mechanic, complete with goggles on his head. At least they're not on top of his hat. And they go on to investigate the murder of a body who just won't stop burning, just like in the real Marvel universe. They deduce that the killer is on his way to the aerodrome, aka airship field, to catch a flight out of this world, San Francisco. As Subject X boards his airship, he gives a hilarious villain rant as the Blackbird closes in. I should have listened to them. But no, I had to argue for Earth 889. Pre-digital culture, I said. Easy, I said. Nothing goes over 60 miles an hour, I said. Except that. Logan does a halo jump at the blimp and asks Hank for advice on who to hit on account that they have no idea what this guy looks like. In the absence of relevant data, Mr. Logan, I suggest you aim for the person who starts setting things on fire first. So Subject X nails Logan with a flaming suitcase. Logan bounces on the blimp, catches on fire, and we get a nice homage to the Hindenburg. There are no survivors. Except for Logan, obviously. The government gets in a hissy fit over all the innocent life lost, mutants are freaks, sports of nature, blah blah blah, so they get put under house arrest by these sentinels, which are clockwork robots sent to watch over them for safety. How very clever. Where have I seen this before? Anyways, so we end with Emma back in her lounge, reading and contemplating marrying Cyclops, despite the fact that she comes from a rich family and Cyclops is an orphan and very poor, despite that he's part of the X Society.